Hi Taurus, welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope all is well. Do bear with the fact that I look extremely exhausted. It's because I am. The Eight of Pentacles coming out to begin your reading. It feels like there's a lot of vibrant effort being put forth towards improvement, okay? When it comes to, I want to say, for some, your physical appearance in one, if not a couple different ways. Your work it could apply to, speak upon. Maybe a hobby, okay? A habit is what I just heard. I feel like you're needing to remember when you're doing things really well, okay, or when you did things really well in the past. It's a feeling of spirit at times pushing and pulling in your favor and or not in your favor, okay? You're also going to find that things that are feeling repetitive don't feel right for you. It's because you're needing the fresh, you're needing the new, you're not wanting things to feel mundane, and that's the vibe, all right? Little moments of twitching are not your fault, so just shift on forth and don't focus on it. I feel like it's a week of seeing little symbols and synchronicities from spirit as I was drawn to focus upon the feather here. They're showing somebody with a quill, all right? It feels like at times throughout the week, due to a spirit or two or what you're connected to, I'm hearing old-fashioned vibes, all right? Old soul, I just heard old school. And I feel like things are matching up for you when it comes to experiences in the ways that they're meant to, all right? You're going to feel very different throughout the week, and that's a beautiful thing. When you know something that you have known before but were pushed to forget, it's key that it's coming back to you at this point, all right? And that might happen to you more than once throughout the week. But I do feel like the knowledge that you hold when it comes to, for some, spirituality and how that intertwines with your life is coming into play. I also feel like you're wanting to get on social media more, and this might be a continued feeling and push. It feels like spirit saying, well, then, yeah, get on, all right? We can communicate for your benefit when it comes to that one or two accounts. But as well, it could be speaking upon you wanting to post more. Sorry, they were just pointing something out. I feel like a lot of Taurus is drawn to the reading. It was a plug. You're plugged in, okay? You're very tuned into the reality of things. Your awareness is very fascinating. Things are going to feel fascinating randomly throughout the week, and it's like you're wanting to be different, okay? You're wanting to feel different at certain points, and so they're saying, well, what can you do about it in the moment? And if there's nothing you can do about it, say it's a spiritual messing with kind of moment, or the energy at work, for example, is off, then do something else to feel good, right? It feels like you need to take care of yourself better, but then there's a vibe of you saying, I'm busy, right? I'm doing my best. It feels as if there are going to be certain moments throughout the week where you bond with people and it just works, okay? It's like people want to assist you, people want to be with you, people want to get to know you. But when you get to know somebody a little bit too much, step away. As I struggle, it may come through spiritually helping wise with you getting distracted, okay, or just remembering what you had to do, or just feeling drawn to go do anything else, okay. It feels like oversharing is not a bad thing at this time, but it's more you at times being pushed to share, and that's where the positivity lies. And when other people feel they need to share with you, yeah, there's importance to it, but it feels like people want to overshare with you. There's a comfort about you in that sense, but we need to kind of put our foot on the brake and distract you when need be. It feels like you want to stay busy, but then there are points throughout the week where you just have to stop, right? You're right. I don't know why I feel the need to tell you this. You might be predictive in nature. For some, you're psychic, very connected and plugged in once again. You're intuitive. You're remembering this throughout the week at certain points for key importance, all right? But I'm splitting the deck to the Hermit card. I feel like some of which are going to be feeling like a Virgo throughout the week. And this is important, it's special. You're going to find that you're glowing in times of simplicity and alone time. And you're also going to feel like there's just a need to get a release or two, all right? A shift for some of which in a location. This could be a move of residence. It could be a work shift in one way, shape, or form. It could be where you're choosing to shop is now what I'm getting. There's a significance to everything, all right? It's as if the week highlights and reminds you that things are falling into place so significantly. I'm being drawn to look at a butterfly here on the table. You're very, very special, and the week speaks upon that. You're going to find that what you connect yourself to during your single time is what I just heard. More so, solo time is of true significance. When I push you to check yourself out, know that this is because you're so damn good looking, and you don't appreciate that enough. All right, even if you think you do. I feel like you are thinking about family, friends, acquaintances, things of that nature, because connecting is needing to be more part of your future, even if it's a week where you don't feel like doing much of it, okay? It's going to be part of your week either way, but it feels like more. We'll connect and then I gotta step away. Okay, we'll connect and then I want my alone time. I gotta go cleanse my energy. I need to sort through this. I need to be somewhere else. You're very, very guided being drawn to this reading. Ugh, that felt so uncomfortable. Okay. It feels like at certain points you're going to feel so disconnected and then so zoned in and connected. It's all feeling purposeful, but then it's like, I know that that wasn't purposeful. And so I'm just going to trust that. And Spirit's saying, intuition, okay? Intuition. And maybe a little bit of assistance from a spirit or two. But it feels like in certain ways, it's like we're aligning here and there. Things are falling into place and you're heading towards a wealthier future. This absolutely for a lot is talking about the richness, the wealth that you're meant to be intertwined with, utilizing to your advantage and potentially other people. But the word richness was just highlighted. It was bolded. There's a rich vibe about you. The way you carry yourself throughout the week speaks wonders. And when you feel like dancing, it's just going to happen. Okay. And I feel like for a lot of which, like myself, it's spiritually pushed in the midst of you spending time, behind closed doors. Whether that's with someone else or not. Little imperfections will feel simple to you, okay? It speaks upon what you're going through internally, where you feel like, excuse me, as I struggle and say, where you feel like perfecting, they're saying roll with it, but when you feel like you need to let perfection or the potential of which go, roll with that as well. Okay, there's a balance, a delicacy that we're needing you to be one with at this time as things just happen exactly as they're meant to throughout the week. When you feel like you have a heart of gold, it's because you're being reminded that's the truth, and nobody can taint that. And even if it feels like they did at a certain point, maybe you're rewinded back to when somebody made you feel that way. It's as if they're not winning in the end. Okay, you're going to be thinking about a lot of people from your past, and it's like, my life is a whirlwind, but it is again falling into place, and you need to remember this. You're a soul of such importance, and it feels like, again, things are just happening as they're meant to. When you feel very wise, know that this is also of true importance. It's like, I just know this. I remember that I gained this knowledge because I wanted to, or it simply was purposeful, as we're drawn into this very spooky little owl. I just heard, I want to know your name. I want to know your name. And that, I feel like is other people being fascinated and interested in you. And you're also going to want to express differently. If we didn't touch base upon that already, you got to understand that these readings just happen and I lose track of the messages. It's this sense of you expressing yourself at certain points throughout the week and not even realizing that you're doing it, or maybe not realizing you're doing it in that manner. When you're pushed to write things down, Taurus, throughout the week, do it. It's important. I'm being drawn back to, as my voice just shook, when I wrote down last night, tell me I can't, period. Tell me I can't. Go ahead. It's as if you're being reminded when people push you down, tripped you is what I'm getting specifically. When life tripped you up and kicked you down, you got back up, right? You're legitimately, as they're showing me a powerful imagery, a phoenix that rises from the ashes time and time again. And so what is going to stop you in the future if, say, there's a little bit of a slip up or whatnot, but it feels like it's not going to be as bad as it was, right? It's like you already went through the worst of the worst at certain points, and now we're getting ready for the best of the best. Absolutely love that. They just highlighted that as you being the best of the best at something of true importance. They're saying me with tarot. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And you're going to be receiving a lot of accolades throughout the week, receiving a message from numbers as well. And shapes and colors are part of your week. You're going to feel very, again, tuned in, connected, and different. The uniqueness about you on several different levels is taking such a highlight for an importance it's intertwined with what you're going through soul growth wise. I hope that made sense. I make sense. Okay, I make sense. When you feel like the judgments seeping back in, step away. All right. But it may be a judgmental moment that you're observing as well at certain points, or one particular point, and it's like, I want nothing to do with that. Okay, you're not the vibe. You're not the right type of energy for me. You're going to find there's a huge focus on energy throughout the week, and where you feel like you're waiting on things. Don't let that make you impatient, because that's not your vibe. At least being drawn to this reading, right? Every Taurus is different, is what I'm hearing. But 1107, look up the angel number meaning. I truly hope this was helpful.